Rachel gets straight to the point here. What's the outlook for dividends?
That's a great question. I'm sure a lot of people want to know the answer to that. Look, what I can say is that obviously the outlook for dividends is entirely related to how well the company performs on the things that we control, but also very much on the things that we don't really control, which is, of course, price and FX. But the world is a relatively benign place at the moment. The operations are performing very well. So we'll see when we get there. But what I would also say is that let me explain the dividend policy a little bit. We have this capital allocation framework, and what it says is that we generate a lot of cash here. So how do we deploy that? Well, the first thing we've got to do is we've got to put it to work in maintaining our business. So we have these existing assets, we need to look after them. Second thing we need to have is a strong balance sheet. Our balance sheet today is way stronger than it has been over the last few years. We've paid down a huge amount of debt, and we are inside of the range that we want to be in. Probably we want a little bit more off the debt, but we are inside of the range where we are today. So then we have a dividend policy that says that whatever our earnings are, we will pay out 50% of those earnings in cash to shareholders. So that's a given. If there is additional excess cash over that, that will then compete between investing more in the business for the long term, for value obviously, and between additional returns to shareholders. And so what we've been doing, as you've seen in the last couple of periods, is in fact maintaining the business, strengthening our balance sheet to the point that it's inside the range. We have continued to invest well in the good projects, and in fact we have been giving back more cash to shareholders than that minimum payout.
What was the payout for the recent half?
Well, the payout, in fact, for the recent half was, in fact, the half that just closed was 72%. So I say minimum dividend 50%, but we're very motivated to give cash back to shareholders, and that's the reason why we had, in fact, 72% payout.